Good morning/afternoon/evening, everyone. Too many people wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect mindset. They tell themselves that once everything aligns just right, then they will start that project, pursue that goal, make that change. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion, and waiting for it is nothing more than an excuse wrapped in logic. If you continue waiting, you will find yourself trapped in the same place, months, years, or even decades from now, looking back with regret at all the time you lost. The perfect moment does not exist because life is unpredictable. Things will always be in motion, challenges will always arise, and conditions will never be flawless. If you are waiting for fear to disappear, for doubt to subside, or for external validation, you will be waiting forever. Fear and doubt do not vanish before action, they dissolve because of it. The only way to build confidence, the only way to create progress, is to step forward despite uncertainty. Many people believe they need to feel ready before they act. They think they must have all the knowledge, all the resources, all the motivation. But readiness is not a prerequisite for success, it is a byproduct of action. The most successful people in history did not begin their journeys fully prepared. They started with what they had, made mistakes, adjusted, and grew along the way. The only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that the successful ones refused to wait. They understood that action creates momentum, and momentum builds success. Think about the things you have been postponing. Maybe it's starting a business, getting in shape, writing that book, or learning a new skill. What is holding you back? If you dig deep, you will realize that most of your reasons are just well-disguised fears. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. But fear should not be the force that dictates your future. If you let it control you, it will keep you small, stuck in a cycle of overthinking and inaction. The harsh truth is that there is no perfect time to begin. If you want to grow, you must start before you feel ready. The conditions will never be ideal, but they don't have to be. What matters is taking the first step. Action, even imperfect action, is always better than waiting. When you move forward, you learn. When you learn, you improve. When you improve, you build confidence, and that confidence fuels further action. Life rewards those who take risks, those who refuse to wait for the stars to align. The greatest opportunities often come when things seem uncertain. If you wait for absolute clarity, you will miss your chance. Progress is made in motion, not in stillness. Every great achievement in history was built on the foundation of imperfect action. Do not let another day pass waiting for conditions to be perfect. They won't be. Start now with what you have. Trust that you will figure it out along the way. The moment you take action, you will realize that the perfect time was always the moment you decided to begin. Motivation is fleeting. It comes in waves, appearing strong one day and vanishing the next. Relying on motivation is like relying on the weather. It is unpredictable, inconsistent, and beyond your control. Some days you will wake up feeling inspired, ready to take on the world. Other days you will struggle to even get out of bed. If you only take action when you feel motivated, you will never achieve anything worthwhile, because motivation is not a foundation strong enough to build success upon. What separates those who succeed from those who do not is not motivation, it is discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. It is the internal force that keeps you moving forward when motivation disappears. It is waking up early to work on your goals even when you would rather sleep in. It is pushing yourself to the gym when your body begs for comfort. It is sitting down to work on that project even when distractions tempt you to procrastinate. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments, the force that turns dreams into reality. Most people wait for motivation before they act, but the truth is, action creates motivation, not the other way around. The more you move forward, the more momentum you build. When you discipline yourself to take action, despite not feeling like it, you start to see progress. That progress fuels motivation, and motivation fuels further action. This is the cycle of success, but it begins with discipline, not inspiration. If you wait to feel like doing something, you will wait forever. Discipline is difficult because it requires sacrifice. It demands that you say no to comfort, no to distractions, no to excuses. It is far easier to choose what is pleasant in the moment rather than what is necessary for the future. That is why so many people fail. They prioritize short-term comfort over long-term growth. They let their emotions dictate their actions, and as a result, they remain stuck in the same place, making the same promises to themselves year after year. The most successful people in any field do not always feel like showing up. They are not superhuman. They have days when they feel tired, unmotivated, and discouraged. But they do not let those feelings dictate their actions. They show up anyway. They train their minds to push through resistance because they understand that consistency is the true key to success. Even on their worst days, they do something to move forward. This is what separates them from those who quit the moment things get hard. Discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. At first, forcing yourself to take action will feel unnatural, even painful, but over time, it will become a habit, something you do automatically. The same way a person strengthens their body through exercise, you strengthen your mind through disciplined action. The more you push yourself to act despite discomfort, the easier it becomes. Eventually, discipline replaces motivation as your driving force, and when that happens, nothing can stop you. Do not rely on motivation, because motivation is weak. It cannot be trusted. It will abandon you when you need it most. Discipline, however, is unshakable. It does not care how you feel. It does not wait for inspiration. It simply does what needs to be done. If you can master discipline, you can master anything. Fear and discomfort are unavoidable parts of life, and they are especially present in moments of growth and change. Many people see fear as a signal to stop, as if discomfort is a warning that something is wrong. But in reality, fear and discomfort are signs that you are moving in the right direction. Growth does not happen in comfort. It happens when you push beyond what feels safe, when you step into the unknown, when you challenge yourself in ways you never have before. The people who achieve greatness are not those who feel no fear. They are the ones who feel it and act anyway. Fear is not your enemy. It is a natural response to stepping outside of your comfort zone. It is your mind trying to protect you from the unknown, from failure, from potential embarrassment. But while fear might try to keep you safe, it also keeps you small. If you let fear control your actions, you will stay exactly where you are. You will avoid risks, avoid challenges, avoid opportunities for growth. And in doing so, you will never reach your full potential. The life you want, the person you want to become, all exist on the other side of fear. Discomfort is the price of progress. Every time you push yourself beyond your limits, you will feel uncomfortable. It is the feeling of struggling through a difficult workout, the frustration of learning a new skill, the uncertainty of stepping into a new role. But discomfort is not a bad thing. It is a sign that you are improving. No one becomes stronger by staying within their comfort zone. No one learns by avoiding challenges. The greatest achievements in history were accomplished by those who embraced discomfort, who understood that struggle is a necessary part of success. The problem is that most people run from discomfort. They choose the easier path, the path of least resistance. They avoid situations that make them nervous. They shy away from challenges that feel too difficult. They make excuses to stay where things feel safe and familiar. But comfort is a trap. It might feel good in the moment, but it leads to stagnation. If you want to grow, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. You must face the things that scare you, take the risks that make your heart race, step into situations that test your limits. Fear and discomfort are temporary, but the regret of avoiding them lasts forever. The moments when you push through fear are the moments that shape you. Every time you step into discomfort, you expand your capabilities. Every time you confront a fear, you weaken its grip on you. The more you embrace challenges, the stronger and more resilient you become. What once felt impossible starts to feel natural. What once terrified you becomes something you can handle with confidence. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of fear, it is the willingness to act despite it. Every successful person has faced moments of doubt, fear, and discomfort. The only difference is that they did not let those feelings stop them. They used fear as fuel. They recognized discomfort as part of the process. They understood that nothing worth having comes easily. Fear and discomfort will always be there when you are pushing yourself to new heights. Do not resist them. Do not let them dictate your actions. Instead, recognize them for what they are, signs that you are growing, evolving, becoming more than you were yesterday. The only way to truly fail is to let fear stop you from ever trying. Hesitation is the silent killer of opportunity. Every time you hesitate, you allow doubt to creep in, you give fear the space to grow, and you let chances slip through your fingers. The world does not wait for those who hesitate. It moves forward, with or without you. Success belongs to those who take action, who step forward even when they are unsure, who refuse to let uncertainty hold them back. If you want to achieve anything meaningful in life, you must understand that action is the only thing that creates results. Thinking, planning, and analyzing are valuable, but without action, they are meaningless. Many people spend their lives stuck in a cycle of overthinking. They analyze every possible outcome, consider every potential risk, and tell themselves they need just a little more time before they begin. They convince themselves that waiting is the smarter choice, that once they have more information or more confidence, then they will act. But the truth is, hesitation is just a disguised form of fear. It is the mind's way of avoiding discomfort, of staying in the familiar, of protecting itself from failure. And the longer you hesitate, the harder it becomes to move. Action, on the other hand, creates momentum. The moment you take a step forward, no matter how small, you break the cycle of hesitation. You shift from passivity to movement, from uncertainty to progress. Even if you do not have all the answers, even if you are not fully prepared, taking action forces you to learn. You gain experience, you make adjustments, and you grow stronger with each step. No one who has ever achieved anything great started with absolute certainty. They started by moving forward despite their doubts. The world rewards those who act because action is rare. Most people talk about what they want to do, but few ever take the necessary steps. They dream of success but refuse to do the work. They admire those who have accomplished great things but never take the risk to do the same. This is why those who take action stand out. They separate themselves from the crowd simply by doing what others are afraid to do. When you act, you set things in motion. You open doors that would have otherwise remained closed. You create opportunities instead of waiting for them to appear. Hesitation leads to regret. The job you didn't apply for, the business you didn't start, the chance you didn't take. These missed opportunities add up over time. One day, you may look back and realize that it wasn't failure that held you back, but inaction. Most people do not regret the things they tried and failed at. They regret the things they never had the courage to attempt. Failure, at least, comes with lessons. Hesitation comes with nothing but lost time. The reality is that no one is ever fully ready. There is no perfect moment, no guarantee of success, no path free of obstacles. The only way to find out what you are truly capable of is to take action now. Not tomorrow, not when you feel more confident, not when the conditions seem ideal, now. Because while you hesitate, someone else is already doing the work, taking the risks, and seizing the opportunities that could have been yours. The world does not reward hesitation. It rewards movement, persistence, and the courage to step forward even when the outcome is uncertain. Struggle is the foundation of strength. Every challenge, every setback, and every moment of hardship has the potential to make you stronger, but only if you choose to endure and push forward. Strength is not built in comfort. It is forged in the fires of adversity, shaped by difficulty, and tested through pain. Those who seek an easy path, who avoid struggle, who run from discomfort, ultimately rob themselves of the growth that comes from hardship. The people who achieve greatness, who rise above their circumstances, are not those who had it easy. They are the ones who face struggle head-on and refuse to break. In every aspect of life, whether physical, mental, or emotional, strength is developed through resistance. A muscle does not grow without strain. If you never challenge it, if you never push beyond what feels easy, it remains weak. But when you lift heavier, when you endure the burn, when you push through fatigue, your muscles adapt. They become stronger, more resilient, capable of handling more than before. The same principle applies to life. Without struggle, there is no progress. Without resistance, there is no growth. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to build strength, to develop resilience, to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. The reason so many people remain weak, physically, mentally, or emotionally, is because they avoid struggle. They want the reward without the effort. They seek shortcuts, hoping to bypass the pain that comes with growth. But there are no shortcuts to strength. You cannot become stronger without effort, without endurance, without facing and overcoming obstacles. The people who seem unbreakable, who can withstand anything life throws at them, did not start that way. They became that way through struggle, through failing and getting back up, through enduring hardship and coming out the other side even stronger. Struggle is a test. It reveals who you truly are. When everything is easy, when there are no obstacles, it is simple to feel confident, to believe in yourself. But true character is revealed when things get hard. Will you break under pressure, or will you rise? Will you let failure define you, or will you use it as fuel to keep going? Strength is not about never falling. It is about getting up every time you do. It is about refusing to quit, no matter how hard things get. The strongest people are not those who have never struggled, but those who have struggled and persevered. Every challenge you face is an opportunity. Struggle teaches you lessons that success never will. It forces you to adapt, to grow, to become better. It gives you the experience and wisdom that cannot be learned any other way. The hardships you endure now will prepare you for even greater challenges in the future. What seems impossible today will one day become easy because of the strength you built through struggle. What once intimidated you will no longer faze you because you will have already faced worse and survived. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the weight of your struggles feels too heavy to bear, when the pain seems unbearable. But it is in those moments that true strength is built. Every time you push forward despite the difficulty, you become stronger. Every time you refuse to quit, you grow. And one day you will look back and realize that the struggles you once feared were the very things that made you unbreakable. People often believe that they need something more before they can begin. They tell themselves they need more time, more resources, more knowledge, or more confidence. They look at others who have succeeded and assume that those people had advantages they lacked. They convince themselves that they are not ready, that they must wait until they have everything perfectly in place before taking action. But this is an illusion. The truth is, you already have what you need. Everything you require to take the first step, to move forward, to create change, is already within you. Waiting for the perfect circumstances is an excuse. There will always be reasons to delay, always something that could be better, always a reason to doubt yourself. But those who succeed do not wait. They start with what they have. They use the resources available to them, even if they are limited. They take action even when they feel unprepared. They understand that growth comes from doing, not from waiting. The sooner you accept that you have enough to begin, the sooner you will make progress. You do not need more confidence to start. You build confidence by starting. You do not need all the answers before you take action. You learn by doing. Every person who has ever accomplished something great started before they were ready. They faced uncertainty, they made mistakes, they struggled, but they moved forward anyway, and that is what made the difference. If you believe that you need more before you can act, you will spend your life waiting. The only way to achieve anything is to begin, even when you feel unprepared. Your mind is powerful, but it can also be your biggest obstacle. It will tell you that you are not good enough, that you lack what it takes, that you need something external before you can succeed. But these are just thoughts, and thoughts are not reality. The reality is that you are capable of far more than you think. You do not need permission, you do not need the perfect conditions, you do not need to be free of fear. You need only one thing: the willingness to take action, despite your doubts. When you look at successful people, do not assume they had an easier path. Do not assume they were given everything they needed. Many of them started with nothing. No money, no connections, no special advantages. What they did have was the willingness to act, to use what little they had, to take risks, to learn as they went. They understood that waiting for the perfect moment would only lead to missed opportunities. They trusted themselves enough to begin. And that is the only real difference between those who succeed and those who do not. You have already overcome obstacles in your life. You have already faced challenges and found ways through them. Think about times when you felt unprepared but still managed to succeed. You are stronger and more resourceful than you give yourself credit for. The same abilities that got you through past struggles will get you through future ones. The difference is whether or not you choose to believe it. The tools you need to move forward are already within you. You have the ability to learn, to adapt, to grow. You have the strength to overcome fear, to push through discomfort, to persist when things get difficult. No amount of waiting will change that. No external thing will suddenly make you ready. The only way to move forward is to use what you have right now and take the first step. Once you do, you will realize that you never needed more. You only needed the courage to begin. So stop waiting. Stop searching for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect version of yourself. Everything you need to start is already within you. The only thing missing is action. Take the first step, no matter how small, and trust that you will figure out the rest along the way. The people who succeed are not the ones who have everything. They are the ones who make the most of what they already have. You are capable, you are ready, and you have everything you need. Now go and prove it.